Hello, have you ever wished you could get in on the ground floor of these meme stocks? GME at 3, AMC at 10? Well, in this video, I'll be talking about the different types of methods I use to find meme stocks before they pop. The first method that I use is called sentiment trading using social media. I basically track social media websites that repeatedly mention tickers to find plays that will pop off. The first social media website that I use is Reddit. I have a collection of subreddits that I follow, but the main one is Wall Street Bets. There are also other general investing subs like options, investing, in stocks that are really good for news and world events, but sometimes they're a little too safe for me. I'm trying to get 10 baggers, man! So, in these subreddits, what I like to do is I'll monitor their front pages, daily threads, and new post sections for repeated posts of a certain ticker. If a ticker, AMC, starts to dominate the front page, that's a possible indicator that it's going to start running and start receiving a lot of retail demand. Okay, so how do we put this into practice? On the front page of Wall Street Bets, before the AMC run, I was seeing around one or two posts on the front page at the base for a good month or two. But before that, I didn't see any posts at all. So that's a little suspicious, right? ANC just starts popping off out of nowhere. And then the next day, 4 or 5 posts on the front page. Another day, 5 to 10 posts. Next week, the whole page is just AMC. So, how do we play this? Well, you definitely cannot enter when AMC is dominating the whole front page, because that's usually where the top is, and also where the rug is going to get pulled. So what can you do? When the posts start trickling in, that's when you can get a speculative position, specifically when it's at that 1 to 5 post stage, because demand, FOMO, well, it's a funny thing. It works in waves, and FOMO takes a little while to peak. So if you can get in before peak FOMO, you'll be able to capture a lot of that move. Okay, let me show you AMC specifically. Alright, so the run started about here, May 12th, right? So you may think you don't have time to get in, but that's like actually false. Because let's count. Alright, you had 1 day, 2 day, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm running out of breath. 15 days to get in on the AMC run before it finally hit a peak and started dumping a little bit. So 15 days. You had 15 days to get in. There you go. FOMO takes a while to peak, and if you can get in at a base, there's a lot of money to be made. Probably over 10 bags. So another method is tracking Discord stock mentions. I know some of my coder friends that do this. They'll track Discord mentions specifically for a stock callout to see if there are any stocks that are mentioned a lot or are beginning to dominate the Discord chatter. Here's a visual. You see all these stickers on this Discord chatter? People will have bots counting and tracking the amount of times a stock has been mentioned and make decisions based off of that. So what you can do is build a historical data set to determine your own entries and exits. Here's an example with AMC. On the first day, AMC had 10 mentions. Second day, 100 mentions. Third day, 5,000 mentions. So, using this example, you could enter at 100 mentions because you've noticed the velocity of mentions has been going up, and exit around 5,000 because you determined that as the peak. This is just an example. I'm sure the numbers are much different on live bots, but you can use this as an indicator with other tickers. I don't do this because I don't know how to code, and I'm kind of lazy. But if you do, this can be a super powerful tool in terms of tracking retail sentiment. Okay, here's one last Discord tip for you guys, but it might be a little messed up. In every single one of your trading Discords, there's an indicator that is probably batting over an 80% win rate, but it's hiding in plain sight. Guess what it is? It's that terrible trader in your Discord that always loses. I bet they lose more than 80% of the time. Inverse that guy. Inverse everything they do. If they're that consistent at losing, then you can inverse them and consistently win off of their terrible, terrible trades. That 80% lose rate of his becomes your 80% win rate. Okay, so if you're really lazy, this is a third method you can use. It's called online sentiment trackers built by other people. Kind of like Discord bots, but it's someone else's bot. Okay, let's go take a look. I've used this stuff sometimes. It's good to get a comprehensive overlook of social media sentiment as a whole. Reddit, Twitter, and StockTwits. So the first website is Swaggy Stocks. What I like about them is they track sentiment using Reddit mentions. Let's take a look. Go to ticker sentiment. The graph right here isn't working. What you usually see is something like this. A graph of all Reddit mentions, but this is just the general internet. Let's take a look. Okay, at least they have this. So this is just a comprehensive list of mentions. As you can see, everybody on Wall Street Bets is yellowing on Wish, Clove, BB. Then you can see some stragglers like DDD, Base. Let's take a look at a ticker. Let's look at Wish. Okay, so you can see here comment volume, positive sentiment, negative sentiment. So if you were tracking the stock, you could probably buy around here, right before it mega mooned using this website. This is pretty similar to the Discord tracker and tracking Reddit, but they do it for you, and if you're lazy, this is a pretty powerful tool. Okay, let's take a look at the other two websites. The next one is Hype Equity. Hype Equity. So I really only use this Hype Stock tab. So this is just a comprehensive list of what they're using to find hype stocks. Just like other websites and bots, it's probably a comprehensive list of Discord mentions, Reddit mentions, Facebook, and Twitter. Okay, next website. It's called stocks.comment.ai. So the first page I like is the sentiment page. It has a live comment feed of people talking about stocks. This is pretty good entertainment, but probably not that useful. The page I really like is the trending page. I like this one the best because you can just see where all the money is at. Wish, Clove, GME, AMC. To no one's surprise, the same exact list as every other sentiment tracker. So these are sentiment trackers. They're very useful if you're starting out, not knowing what to look for. However, I found that it's not as effective as doing the research yourself because this is someone else's research. You're dependent on them, and you can't adjust the parameters. But it's a good supplement if you don't have the time to look through every single subreddit or build bots to track sentiment. Okay guys, so you guys get one scanner I'd use for meme stocks. Here's how you build it. Go to finviz.com, go to screener, press all. Okay, so what you want to do, click charts. Guess what this is? Chart float, over 10%. This is what everyone's looking for, right? For a meme stock. Do average volume over 1 million, relative volume over 1. Boom. Guess what? Does this? AMC. Be big. 12. EDD. Look, they all have the same graph. Alright, you're welcome. You now have a list of meme stocks you can use that are kind of like sympathy plays for GameStop. Okay then. So I hope this video helped in giving you some ideas on how to play meme stocks by tracking sentiment. Let me know in the comments how you are navigating this crazy, wild meme market. See you in the next video.